Welcome to this weekend's edition of the Education Notebook here on News 12 Connecticut. I'm Amelie Wilson. Do you have what it takes to be a Broadway star? There is a new professional theater company in our area. Recently hosted a competition to find some untapped talent here in southwestern Connecticut. Broadway actress and founder of the New Paradigm Theater, Kristen Huffman, is here, and she brought along a recent winner, a Stamford resident, Sedalia Alves. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having us.
So Kristen, tell us about the theater.
Well, it's new, as you said. We were founded in September. We're going for our nonprofit status, and we're really founding it in a different way. It's the new paradigm because we're not if you build it, they will come. First thing everybody asks is, where are you located? We're actually virtual right now, and we're auditioning the area and the space that we want to be in. In the meantime, we're fulfilling on our mission statement, which is to help a lot of nonprofits, other than us, make money, to find and mentor people who want to make this as a profession, and behind the scenes as well, and to use internet and social media marketing in a different way so that when we build this theater, it's solid.
Great. How'd you find Sedalia?
Well,
did she find you?
Yeah, tell them.
Well, Kristen teaches at Western Connecticut State University as well as a couple other places. I'm a student at WestCon.
But not my student.
No,
Margaret Astrup is her
absolutely.
voice teacher.
And so the competition was advertised at our school. So I thought, well, you know, I love musical theater. I love Broadway music. So I thought, why not try out and audition? And it worked out okay.
And we made the title really flashy just so we could take advantage of that whole American Idol, the voice type idea.
Right.
But it was really a chance for them to be seen by Broadway professionals. The judges we had are currently casting on Broadway, between them, about 30 shows.
Was this nerve-wracking?
You have no idea how nerve-wracking.
You didn't show it.
No, well, that's the game, right?
Right.
No, it was an amazing experience because these are professionals who are. You don't get to talk to these people when you go into New York, when you go to an audition. These are not people who say, all right, well, let's talk about what you just did. It's a, well, thank you, and the next person comes in. So the opportunity to sing for these people who really have a hand in the business and know what's going on is huge. And then to hear them say, here's what I liked, here's what to work on, good luck. It's huge.
Right. Get the feedback, right? And Kristen, what kind of talent did you find here?
It was huge. We had the ages between 16 and 32, and we want to be able to continue to tweak our competition. We're going to do it again in October, and so that we can even have younger people, and we're going to have 2 different divisions this time. And we just saw across the board great talent from this area and Hartford and, you know, all over the state, not even just Southern Connecticut.
So what happens now? Are you coaching, or are you actually going to put on a performance?
Well, for her, what happens is she won a huge pack of prizes that we consider our job, our niche in this community, to be the connector. There are a lot of good institutions that teach. There are a lot of good community theaters that also teach. We consider ourselves the connector to the professional people in the business to get them jobs. So that's what her prize package was. And photography session.
Oh yeah, I have wonderful coaching classes with some of the casting directors that we saw. Business of acting and marketing for acting classes. It's the stuff that makes what we do seem so effortless to the rest of the world. I think that's one of the great things about this theater is you really get to see the work that goes behind making it look so effortless. And you get to see these people who want to be part of that and want to be behind the scenes. This is not just about educating young people about theater. This is about people who've always loved theater and want to have a hand in it, want to see how it works and be a part of it from the ground up. And I think that Kristen's Theater is really going to provide that. I think the New Paradigm's amazing.
That is our mentoring in a nutshell, what we are. But we're also helping other nonprofits in the area. We just did with our Broadway performers a customized cabaret for the United Way of Milford. Made money for them. We've got another one coming up with another nonprofit in Norwalk. We're helping the Bruce Museum on April 22nd. They have a big family event. Again, a customized version with our Broadway actors that enhance what they're already doing. So any nonprofits in the area have access to that for us. Now, eventually, soon, I'm sure, we're going to have our own space where we'll be producing a season, but we're going to continue reaching out to the community first.
Well, we'll send everybody to your website. Before we go, real quickly, Sedalia, what's next for you?
Well, I'm going to graduate from Western Connecticut State University this spring in May. My final opera production there is going to be Carmen. So this is a huge undertaking for a college group. That's going to be March 30th and 31st, that weekend at the Danbury White Street campus of WestCon. So that's the biggest thing kind of I'm looking at.
Well, best of luck. Thank you so much for sharing everything about, the New Paradigm, a great theater company, wonderful program. Coming up next on the Education Notebook, you would never expect a library to be a buzz